Hello everyone and welcome to Mutants and Masterminds. We'll be having our session for today. All things come to an end. Alright. Okay, during the last episode the heroes actually were attacked by the Shadows, an organization that has been around since the 1930s. And since that now is reaching the year 2069 AD, the heroes are actually wanting to know who are these people from the actually gone to the future. And we have a hero from the past that's actually stuck in the future, and heroes from the future that's in the past. Okay, now the heroes actually got some lead from Zelda Robbins, one of the police officers working for the meta-human task force, who is actually told them all that they need to find a man by the name of Fabian. However, Fabian is an organizer boy, a person, but when they actually went to the club, they found an old man at Bada Bing actually looking into one of the women actually dancing on the dance floor erotically, and apparently was actually talking to one of the heroes by the name of Ian Wilson. And going to be from left to right. Okay, Ashlyn Ray, since that you want to, okay, you can type. What do you want to do? Oh, okay, right. Why is everybody going to the bathroom when the game always starts? This doesn't make sense. Every single time.
Excitement! Excitement!
Should be going to the bathroom before the game starts. Okay, alright. Okay, Ashlyn Ray, what do you want to do? Gonna lower the music volume. Okay. Right. Okay, since Walter is in the bathroom, okay, DeAndre, what do you want to do?
I will signal Walter to approach me and this old man. And I'll say to this old man, my associate, I'm calling my associates if you don't mind. He also needs to hear this.
Old man that turns and looks to you slowly. He actually shrugs his eyes and asks you, "Who is this associate of yours?" Yeah.
And I just point to Walter, that guy.
Hmm. The old man looks at Walter. It seems to, and then he slowly turns to you and he said, "Hey, it seems that that man looks like he needs to go to the toilet."
I'm back actually.
Walter Soul is back.
Now he can hold it.
Okay, right. Walter, you look like you're actually holding your pee in. Look like your face look like you need to go to the toilet, but you're actually holding it in. So what am I gonna do?
Okay, I simply stand here and tell him, is it okay if we talked in private, old man? Cause it's kind of private.
This place is as private as it is. He looks at you.
Hmm.
But then roll for your persuasion.
Okay. Where are you? Ah, here we are.
Wow.
To be fair, it's only 5. Not unlike the rest of them. I just simply look at DeAndre and say to DeAndre, do you want to talk or should I?
Honestly, I trust this old man, but I guess my associates here wish to be somewhere just between just between the three of us. If that's okay with you, sir.
Yes, said. Well, Taylor looks at you and said, I'm not too sure who you all are. For all I know, total strangers that want to talk to you from me alone. But to me, this place is the safest place and also the best place to have. Persuasion. Roll for persuasion with -2 penalty.
Who? Me or the
Alright,
oh,
alright.
okay.
Hang on. Hang on, playing modifiers.
Ooh, not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. He looks at you. Sorry, young man, but this is the place that I prefer to stay in and prefer to actually sip my wine while enjoying the view.
Oh.
If you have any important things to say, then say now. because I'm busy.
Okay. I'll be straight with you. We're friends with. I'm friends with actually me, him, and the girl behind me. We're friends with Detective Zelda Robbins, and she sent us to you.
Hmm. Okay. And any purpose why Zelda Robin sent you here?
She said she has that you have something that might help us regarding. And then that's when I take out my phone. I just type the word shadow and just you know, just showcase him the phone.
Hmm. Right. Shadow. And whose shadow are we talking about?
Haven't you been checked?
All of
Is-
them, all the shadows.
Ah, he looks at the phone, looks at you, and then after that he listens to what the other said. There are many shadows within the city and also within the part of the world. And he slowly sits down on a chair and he said, the many shadows has always even been behind me into yours. The shadow follows those that, how do I say, deem unworthy or deem to be need to be brought down to justice. However, if you're talking about certain shadow, this is definitely not the place to actually talk about it. But we are safe because of my personal bodyguard over there standing by the wall. Uh, he will be looking after me most of the time, and he will probably will not let me out of his sight. He looks at you all, and then he looks at him at the other side of the wall after he speaks. Uh, but any other things you want to ask me about this shadows?
What did she
Yep.
do to? I guess what I mean. What did she do to the shadows that she is deemed to needed to be exterminated?
Sometimes the shadows follow those that needs to be quiet. Because once that person lose their shadow, then in other words, the shadow will see that even you yourself, when you walk, your shadow follows. But should you betray your own shadow, you cease to exist even in this mortal realm. And then you end up falling into the ninth hell itself, where you actually meet your own personal shadow. But what is the fascination of all of these shadows anyway?
I I simply like Googled the newspaper attack article on the hospital. I'm like, have you been reading this particular newspaper article recently? A mutual friend of yours and us has been staying in that hospital, and they wasted no time literally attacking a hospital in broad daylight.
Okay, first things first. Why are you all asking me all these questions? Are you police officers? Because you look like a bunch of total strangers to me, simply randomly coming to this club and asking me about all these shadows. Before I can even answer your questions, you need to actually tell me who you really are before I can actually even trust you.
My name is Walter Cross, journalist. That's my friend here is DeAndre, former rapist and singer and producer. Behind me is the ever lovely Ashlyn Ray,
Hmm.
mechanic.
Okay, a mechanic, a journalist, an unknown person that looks like she deserves to be on the dance floor, and a musician. Doesn't seem to be the right group of people to be asking something about shadows. You need to give me something more concrete. Walter Cross. Just basically looking at you gently.
I dial basically the home base, and when Roach pick up the phone, I'm like, Roach, could you mind give Detective Robbins the phone, please, if that's okay with you, and do open the video camera as well. And when basically Roach like ding 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 takes the cam like the video cam to him, I open the video cam and just hand.
Roll persuasion first on Roach.
Oh, okay. This is persuasion on Roach. Oh my god.
Okay. Rose said, okay. After then he walks.
I basically like.
Then after that, they,
I basically like. Roach opens the camera, give the phone to Detective Robbins. At the same time, I'm turning on my own camera and give him the phone, so she can like talk to him face to face.
mm-hmm. Okay. Alright. Then, when you actually see the phone,
Mm-hmm.
Zelda Robbins then look at the phone, and after that she just turned off the phone immediately. And then after that, turn off the camera immediately. And after that, you hear the voice from the other side of the line talking to Roach. Talking to this Fabian now will be jeopardizing your current location.
Understood. And that's when I basically hang up the phone and say, "Sir, Detective Robbins wishes to speak with you. And you can bring whichever protection do you want to bring, but trust me, if we stand here and talk any longer here, I feel like the walls have ears, if you catch my drift."
If Zelda Robbins already told you to meet me, he put down his cup on the table. And if she deserves not to talk to me because it seems that she wants to protect whatever identity that you're trying to protect. And if she ever talked to me, and of course, it seems that she turned off the phone the moment you even passed the phone to me. Of course, who should you trust? Me or Zelda or yourself? Because the rest of your friends are very, very quiet.
Rare options here, man.
DeAndre? I mean, I'm running out of words. Ashlyn, do you want to say something?
Well, she's not there to help. So what can we do for you to trust us, man? And we're just finding out like why is the shadows been attacking particularly Zelda this past few weeks.
My next question to you is, why do you know Zelda Robin so much? And why do you know so much about the attack at the hospital? And my question is, who the hell are all of you to come here suddenly asking me about Zelda Robin? Because one thing is, she told you to meet me. You told me what you needed to say. But you have not told me who you really are. Before I
Alright,
can even give you all the information you need to tell.
Alright, I'll come clean here, good sir. During the hospital attack, we were all there. We're not, despite our current professional civilian careers, we are actually superheroes.
Hmm.
I am Blue Rush. That's my bot, and that is Ethereal Star.
Hmm.
Ever since the shadow came, we have been investigating why they are here, why they've been killing people in this town, and I actually wish to stop them. But it seems that they were here just to find and kill Zelda Robbins. And I'm very curious why they want her dead.
Hmm. Now, that's the answer that I was actually looking for because I definitely do not want to talk to a mechanic, a reporter, a musician, and a cook, of all things, he said. But since you already told me who you really are, come, follow me. He leads you to some sort of room at the back. And after that, you followed. Then after that, he went down the staircase. and then lead you all the way down.
I'm like, as we go down, I just look at DeAndre and I'm like, really, really, man. I just give you that look.
We're out of options. This man just. I feel like we could trust this guy. Just one guy. What this one doesn't mean.
Okay, okay. Do I know what machine is this, huh?
Where? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's good. That means my headset can go up to about 5 meters.
But it's a bit muffled. It's a bit static-ish.
Alright. Okay. Alright, repeat your question.
Do I know this machine? Or what is it?
You don't know what that machine is.
Oh, okay. As we basically like go down and I notice it, I just say to the old man, "What the hell is this?"
The old man look into his monitor screen and after that he slowly turns to you. Huh. Before I can even answer your question, why do you actually bring the rest of your friends down here too? I will wait. It's no point for them to be dancing on the dance floor looking like idiots.
Yeah, that's true enough. I just reach to my earpiece and say, Michael, bring
You hear a loud static. They cannot hear you.
ow.
Yeah, you guys stay here. I'll be out.
Mm-hmm.
So I will just go out and just pull. You know what? I will probably ask Ethereal Star if he could just wait by the front door in case the bartender lady just doesn't let us in again. Because since I snuck in, but these two did not.
Yeah, I still remember your 20. You got like 20. Pew!
Yeah, all right. Ashlyn waits by the door, and I will just drag Michael and Chad over to the door.
Chad, such a name.
Okay. Right. Okay. You can go to Michael. Roleplay.
Or I'll be just next to Michael and say, "Come on, Michael, we gotta go somewhere."
What about Ted over there?
Yeah, I'll bring him too. Alright, mate, let's go.
Giving control of the chat to all players.
Alright, I'll bring Chad over here. Come on, Chad. People done dirty.
I love me some dirty. Here, looks like you.
Billy man, Billy Vince.
There'll be more dancing all time. Don't worry.
Ashley, please don't treat me like a dog. I treat you nicely. Please treat me nicely.
Did you have fun at the dance floor?
And let me just say this. You are one asshole of a friend. Don't get too comfy, man. I may be nice, but don't push my buttons.
Hey, man.
Hey, Vince had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, we asked if you had a good time. I mean, it's not our fault that, you practically danced like there's no tomorrow. And I believe Dancing with the Stars called. They want to sign you up.
As long as you don't clip it, I'm okay with it.
All right, so this is the rest of the group. Don't mind these two. These two always like to fight each other. Sorry for that.
It reminds me of my good old times too, when I was young heroes like yourself. So, alright. So now that I know that all of you are happy,
The
Oh.
Help,
end.
you chop. You're breaking up.
Yeah, you're
Breaking up
breaking
like
up.
There
crazy.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's me, Nyan.
All
I'm
right.
eating you.
Okay. The old man looks at the four of you, and then he said, "Now that instructions has been pulled, and I know all your other alter egos, but I need to know who you all really, really are. Starting with you, blonde head boy. Tell me who you really, really are." He said,
What
He knows.
you
He
guys
know.
told
Sorry, my. He knows we're superheroes. I told him, so you just gotta tell him who you are, so that we could get some answers on this whole shadow conundrum.
And did you tell him that Zelda asked us to say this was Little Robin said to tell him that Link is looking for him. Did you tell him
Yep,
that?
yep, it's him. This is the guy. Seems like a vet himself.
Alrighty then. Simple enough. My name's Michael T. Wesker. And if you really want to know, I was the one that caused Crisis.
"Ah, so you're the one that actually caused crisis. Hmm. Funny though. Uh, I thought you would be stronger. I've seen the video footage of your fight, the one in the prison, the one before that, and the one after. You don't look like the type that can actually stop Professor Doom.
Let's just say I have a lot of anger issues and a lot of repressed anger.
Uh, it seems that you need to look into that. But that will be another time because I will tell you more once you actually have all the answers you actually need. Okay, and then after that he looks at then DeAndre again. Ah, Blue Rush. I read your files, I read your information and your data before you actually came to the city. Please tell me more about yourself.
Well, I'm from Carson City. I joined the Custom Watches. I spent like 3 years with them, then eventually stuck on my own. Unless you wish to look more even further before that. Well, in Carson City, the name Blue Rush is known for as a thief, which was me. Then eventually I got caught by the Custom Watches. Instead of going to jail, they just recruited me to be one of them. And so, long story short, I'm here now.
Uh, I know the stories about Pulse and Watches. Yeah, they're still protecting the city even as we speak. But different places, different villains. Hmm. Well, then he looks at Walter Cross. And you, Walter, tell me more about yourself.
Is it okay if me and if I don't say anything because it might disrupt the space-time continuum, if you know what I mean?
Doesn't really matter. Just tell me everything.
Okay. My name is Walter Frederick Cross. Originally, I'm a mercenary from the year 2099. Somehow,
Greedy one.
me and Blondie Dancing with the Stars boy, we don't belong in this timeline. Us and a couple of more people with us. We're stuck here, so until we can, find a way of returning home, we decided to make the better of it.
If you're talking about timeline continuum, if you're saying you're from another dimension or a different timeline, doesn't really matter now anyway. Because whatever you do when you arrive, even until now, could have drastically changed the future even as we speak. During your time, were there superheroes during the time?
In my time, nah, there wasn't any. Though, actually, that's a good question, Michael. Were there any superheroes from back home?
Last I remember, no. Remember the war that devastated everything? Remember me being part of the war?
Yeah, but I mean, this could happen before the war.
Well, the only closest thing I can recall is the Kamen Rider.
Yeah, we have those, but I don't know if they can be classified as heroes.
Uh, uh, like it or not, they are heroes. It just depends who has their gadget.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, me, Michael, and a few others were from the future.
Hmm. If you don't recall any other superheroes in your time, and there are only superheroes now here at this time, that means it's not that you change the timeline. You may have crossed to another universe itself, a different dimension of your current dimension. But when discussions about the multiverse is not my expertise, it is somebody else.
Hmm, understandable.
But we have a different matters to talk about other than different dimensions and the multiverse. You may have crossed a line that you perhaps could not return to, but since you are here, that means you have been summoned by a higher power. When you arrive, another question: Did did somebody contacted you?
Uh, I
Hmm.
look into again at Michael and say to him, we weren't contacted, did we? I mean, unless you count the jail time in that mysterious facility as the main contact, then I think we had it. But I highly doubt it does count.
Did you forgot? Did you forgot about one person? Did you forgot about him, Mr. Smarty Pants?
Oh yeah, I actually did forget about him. We did actually got
Yeah.
a. Our point of contact was a person whom was escaping with us, but sadly he got hurt badly and ended up dying.
Hmm. Different questions, different time. Perhaps
No,
once you're free, you
you
can.
idiot. It
Once you're
travels
free, you
clouds.
can actually bring up this thing, perhaps next time. But this is my lab, and I am a man that many other old golden superheroes of the olden eras actually look for. It's been a while since I've been in my laboratory, and I create super suits or suits that can actually perhaps uh, protect even heroes such as yourself or giving special capabilities. However, this facility has not been used for quite some time. Uh, and if you want to talk about the shadows, yes, they have been around for a very back in the 30s, during the time of my great grandfather. Ah, yeah, that was a long time ago. Ah, but have you heard about the Golden Age heroes back
Hmm.
in the early 1980s or the 1990s?
Yes. That's about me talk about it a lot. And then I'm actually want to ask you more about that and a few other things back in Karator.
Well, there is one particular hero that's been around back in that era. You may need to look for two, one hero in particular. Huh. But apparently, you killed one of them on the moon,
Ah,
which was Professor Doom. He looks at you, Michael. Slowly, he turns his face, and then another one will be Trevor Klaus. And, however, he is busy looking into their organization at the moment, and he's very busy man looking into what is currently happening all around the world. But there is one more particular person that you need to look for. One man that may actually help you in your dilemma. He looks at you, Walter, and also looks at Michael. Those days actually out of time. Perhaps he can actually help. You need to look for Shu Nakayama in Japan if you are able to. He will know more about the shadows. But you need to actually stop the current shadows in this city from making sure that Zelda stays safe. In that way, that is the only time that you can actually perhaps have your mind free of any dangers. But since many of your heroes are here right now, Huh. Hope that you can actually solve it. By the current moment, you need to actually get more information in regards to the shadows, where they stay, where their home base is. You need to strike them before they strike you. That is the only way. But all of us older heroes like myself and perhaps another friend of mine that stays in Karatur can actually assist. However, I need you to actually look for one person that's actually here. But if you have any other questions, you can ask. And after he slowly turns to from left to right, okay. I won't be able unless Jan love typing really long conversations, okay.
No, no,
Jan.
no. Yan is currently heading back home.
Oh, I didn't see the message. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna be
Uh,
moving from left to
uh,
right. Okay, Michael. He looks at you, Michael. Okay, young man. Do you have any questions? The old man looks at you
yeah.
slowly.
You said that Professor Doom is a hero. That dude caused us so much pain and rage, and it caused, well, crisis. I went full berserk. How is he a hero?
Hmm. He was a hero when I was young. Still a hero in my mind. But when he created Crisis, oh man, did he create the Crisis, or were you the one that created Crisis?
I'll be honest. I think he was the spark that created crisis. I was just the accelerator.
In layman term, he was
Hmm.
the catalyst for the crisis. The Doom was just a spark. Wonder Boy just went
Actually,
berserk.
you were Walter. Remember, you got greedy and you went out of line with your words. Remember that.
The pay was good, and besides,
Yeah.
it's a
Again,
simple grab.
greedy. Uh, I did a quote emote hand gesture. Yeah, an easy grab. Uh, You do know by that time, nothing is easy in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, back to topic. As I said, he was just the catalyst, as Walter said. I was just the entire firestorm that did the whole entire thing. Who is that hero? I will never know. And that's my question for now. Walter, since you in a need of a suit, why don't you ask him how much does a suit cost? After all, you are a bit of a, let's just say, a squishy fellow in the battlefield.
Actually, yeah. How much would a new suit would cost me?
Us, you. This place has not been used for quite some time. But it also depends on the materials they're actually looking for, and also the time. However, what are you specifically looking for anyway?
I want a suit that practically. Let me just give you the image now, because I have the. I'll just send you a private message on the image as I describe it. I'm looking into something that, bulletproof, as well as something that could keep me alive from practically any Tom, Dick, and Harry who can trick shot himself with bullets, couple of powers, and yeah, just keep me alive as long as possible. And also, it could include a hand cannon or a multi-purpose gun that can be mounted on either the left or right arm, and a camera for the right eye that can be connected to any computer from any range, that is.
A very tall order, and we're asking a lot. Actually, he looks at you. But all that shouldn't be a problem. Only problem is this lab only makes old suits. Your one they're asking is way too technologically advanced. And if you're asking me to give you spandex, yes, I can do that for you. But if you're asking me to give you all these technological hoo-has, sorry, I can't help you. But of course, other than costume, any other questions other than that?
You said we need to basically go to Japan to find someone who can tell us about, whatever we want to know about. How can we contact him when we reach Japan? Like, do you have an address?
Oh yes. In order to find Shun, you need to actually talk to, of course, uh, the person that actually put him there in the first place for the Justice Supreme. And
Wait.
Oh damn.
Oh.
Oh god, man. So he's in. Wait, where can we find the member from the Justice Supreme who put him in jail?
no, he wasn't in jail.
Oh,
Shirokeyama is the founder of the Justice Supreme.
okay.
But you need to find the person that actually put Shun where he is actually right now. However, uh, there is definitely no time for you to look to head over to Japan. If you go to Japan now, you'll be leaving Zelda Robbins in danger and nobody here to protect her.
True,
Mm-hmm.
true. So I look into everybody and say, what are our options? Come on, speak up some suggestion. Sorry, let me just rephrase that. Suggestion box is open, people.
Aren't you supposed to be the smart one?
What do we do?
Five brains are better than one. So, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing though, we need to find the Shadow's base of operations. Like he said, we should probably stop them first, attack first, rather than waiting for them to do anything. But where could we find that?
Hmm. Then we also have that weird person that makes portals. I don't know who. I forgot his name was the Shifter.
According,
Yeah, he seems to be a bit cautious. Unlike that Arrow guy, he was a bit stupid.
yeah, and I just insulted his spandex and that drove him out of, Apparently his mama made the spandex for him.
And don't forget, we still have to save Shadow, our Shadow. He may be under some weird ass control, but he's still our friend. Like or not, we have to save him. And then I look at Fabian. I asked him, and you said something about coming to terms with myself. Do you mean that anger of mine is part of me?
Not my place to talk to you about anger. Well, you need to find somebody that can actually tell you about all those anger and how to control it. You're not the only Red Lantern a long time ago.
Wait, there's another.
There's more, but apparently I don't think they actually even bothered to actually come to this Earth. Unlike Ethereal Star, she's from another planet. But I think that's the reason why she's here is because of the food.
That's great. Boy. Suggestion for now, we keep Zelda Robin safe, and at the same time, we do a bit of investigation. Where is this Shadow's base of operation is? The one in Night City.
Well, I think the best way to start is to, once we basically go back to our base, is simply start putting dots on where the crimes are happening, mainly the attacks against other gangsters, and make a circle on see what's at the center of this circle.
You mean triangulate? You mean triangulate their actual location?
Because if all the crimes are
You're referring
happening
to that, right?
within that one radius, then what at the center of it is usually, the base of operations. I mean, one does not stray that far from his or her base of operations, not unless they have, vehicle support.
They have the shifter for that. He's technically a teleporter guy. And again, he someone is a bit more smart. He was a bit cautious against me. I wonder why.
Maybe your powers and his, they can, cancel each other out. That's why he was cautious about you.
My power is the power of anger and fiery hellstorm can nullify his freaking portal powers. How is that even logical in any of this?
You tell me. I mean, nothing is illogical around us. Logic just went through out of the window the moment we came here. I mean, since when do we follow logic? I mean, you tell me. We fought like, insane people with muscles that can, bust over a wall, and DeAndre here, he can run faster than a speeding bullet. I say logic went out the window.
Alright. Okay, other than Zelda Robin, we have DeAndre's people to worry about. Remember his producer? What was his name, DeAndre?
Milo, man, it's fine. He's trying to like get himself in danger, so I could come and save him. Yeah.
Why would any sick person would do that? Why?
I don't know. My boss is kind of out of the box kind of guy,
No wonder he makes good music. Yeah. And we have your idol friend. So there are potentially targets for the shadows.
And they have nothing to do with this though, so I don't know if the shadow actually knew if they knew who they are.
Which I recommend you either, quit your job, break off with your friends for their own safety, unless you're prepared to,
Hey, Walter, that would just increase more suspicion. Alright?
Yeah, more importantly, what the fuck am I gonna do for work?
Oh, that's easy, man.
Yes.
That's easy. I'll find you a job at my newspaper. They're looking for more apprentice, for more photographers.
New newspaper job, my god, that's I'm sorry, man, that's chump change for me, dog.
Chump change for you? Well,
Bro,
enjoy getting your friends
He has a
kidnapped.
good job. He has a good job.
Enjoy your friends getting
He's
kidnapped.
proven already he's capable. Walter, remember, with our help, he's capable of protecting all of them.
But he cannot be in two places at once.
Not yet.
And we just have to risk it, Sometimes you just gotta risk it, man.
Actually, maybe. I look into Fabian. Sir, are you capable of making a suit that can, take the appearance of anybody who can, upload their picture? Like, for example, a suit that can capable of mimicking Fabian's current body and clothing and speech and everything. Are you capable of doing this?
That is changing some of this molecular structure to look exactly like that. Sadly, no. I don't have that type of technology. The only person that have that used to have that type of technology was Tony Stark. Apparently, sadly, he died.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I either hear his name or see his picture. And I just quoted Spider-Man.
Yep.
Everywhere I go, I see him. Anyway. I don't suppose you have any way of getting into the Stark Tower, old man.
He laughed. If I have the chance to go to a Stark Tower, I won't even be here in the first place, he said.
You already ransacked the damn thing already. Genius.
Oh, yes.
As they say in war, wonder what is left behind. So we have a few problems, new arising problems, and I just hope all of us can, safeguard all of our important people in our life. I don't know if you know about that, Walter. You seem to be the most selfish among all of us.
Hey, the game required no friends and no loved ones. I try not to get attached.
And now you're trying to be, let's just say, a better person, but failing so hard that it caused a catastrophe level of shenanigans.
Hey man, I didn't force a gun to your head and I said you should come with me into the desert now, did I?
No, but you were quite a good friend. before I know you were quite idiotic in terms of gambling your life.
Aren't we all actually idiotic? Anyway, let's not talk in front of Grandpa over here. Uh, appreciate your help, Mr. Fabian, but how can we contact you should we need any other information in the future?
Hmm. Well, of course. Well, here's my number. It gestures to you.
Mm-hmm. I take his card. Okay, let me just type. Okay. God with
Yeah, you took his card. Now that you got his number, it's easy to contact. Just contact this number. Easy.
I give the card once I like key in his number and everything in my phone. And I give it like to everybody so they can do the same.
I do the same.
We'll let Miss Zelda
It,
Robbins know by everything that we talked about here and see what she has to say about it. In the meantime,
Hey, Walter, you forgot one thing.
Mhm.
You forgot one thing, Walter. Thank the man. Common courtesy.
I was getting to it. Thank you so much for your help. Sorry about the weird approach. We're still new in the superhero game. And yeah.
Mm,
he just laughed. Sure, no worries.
Come along, people. My car is await, and so is a bottle of nice warm champagne is waiting for us.
Can you send me an action ray back home? I have a job tomorrow.
Can't you fly?
You do know it's Friday night, right? Tomorrow is Saturday, and
in
the
that
day after
case-
tomorrow is Sunday. Public holidays.
Come on, live a little, man. Live a little.
Yeah.
As a soldier, I really don't want to cause any more trouble. All right, and I have plans on the weekends. All right.
Like what?
Come on, Ashley.
But like what? Go and sign up yourself with a Dancing with the Stars TV show.
No, I think he wants to spend with Ashton. I think we should just leave these two lovebirds alone. Yeah. Sorry for asking, man.
Yeah. Sorry for asking. If you want,
It's not what you think.
right.
Oh, it's
It's
not.
not what you think.
If you
Okay, alright, man.
does-
For persuasion. Let me roll for persuasion.
Alright.
yeah.
Oh,
I just
it's not what you think.
let us get this right. You live together, you eat together, you bathe together, but you're not a couple. That's a really good friendship, if you know what I mean, DeAndre.
Wait, they bathe together?
Yeah, I mean they live together, they eat together, they sleep together, they bathe together, and yet
Hey,
they're still friends.
hey. Walter, don't slander me. Don't slander me. She takes a bath on her own, alright? I just cook for her so that she doesn't destroy the entire apartment.
Yeah.
Wow,
Wait,
dude.
break-
It sounds like the worst roommate, dude.
Yeah, that
She breaks your stuff?
I believe he may into BDSM
she-
type of situation. Like him.
No, that's not BDSM, bro. That's cup holding, man, bro. What the hell's wrong with her?
Bro, let me just tell you this. She eats 2 or 3 months worth of food if she's angry. That's why I have to cook for her so she doesn't decimate my entire fridge.
Well, I don't know, man. Maybe you should just kick her out. You're a superhero,
Yeah,
right?
kick her out, man.
You can take her. You're a powerhouse. You can take her. I wouldn't, cause I'm fast, but I'm frail.
You do know if I take her out, everyone in the apartment will think I have a love affair with her. That's even worse.
Yeah. So
Coward.
at least nobody's gonna break your stuff, man. Come on, dude. Don't let her do this to you, man. Obviously, you're just treating her like this. If she get used to it, she'll just she's just gonna be a leech, bro. A leech.
Exactly.
Don't get cut, my guy. Don't be a simp.
Yeah. Don't be a simp.
He has a job. I'm being a good friend. I,
You are
what
too
she
good, my friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she'll walk all over to you and treat you like her personal servant at some point, unless she already started. I mean, you cook for her, you clean for her, you take care of her. Wow, that's a really good level of friendship and dedication.
the clean part, the clean part. I am trying to teach her how to wash her clothes, all right, and not breaking the entire sink or the bathroom. You don't know how much that
There's an
costs.
invention.
My
There's an
God.
invention called Hello videos and TVs and books about it. So why are you determined on teaching her? She can just, walk to a library, teach herself, and then walk out with the knowledge. You're in love with her.
Oh,
It's like you're raising her.
persuasion.
Listen, Michael, look me and DeAndre both in the eyes and say that you don't love her.
I don't love her. I care for her like how I treat my fellow soldier.
A fellow,
You were in a war.
a fellow so.
So that means the Spartans do act like actual Spartans in the Roman age, right? I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
I
they care
understand.
for one another.
Yes.
As in, really care if you know what I mean. I mean, wow, that's one hot soldier.
The whole-
I
I mean, it's a strong bond. I can respect that. Strengthens the bond, you know.
let's just drive the lovebirds into
It's
the
not
nearest.
easy being one of the few survivors.
Listen, lovebirds, I'll drop you off in the nearest 5-star restaurant. The rest is up to you. Oh, and Michael, I'll be leaving a box of
Please just send me home.
herb.
Just send me home, alright?
As we basically drive home, I stop at the nearest and most expensive 5-star restaurant for them to just just so they can have a romantic dinner at it.
Eh? Does it matter?
Let me do anime moment. I look at Walter before you guys off. Walter, damn it! No, not here! I said home, not here, you freaking
Oh,
idiot!
come on, man. I mean, women loves it here, and who knows, you might score a couple of points. Besides, the champagne is nice.
Bro, I am not arguing this.
Okay, fine.
Show her the wine selection. Just go there, tell them you want a wine tasting. That's it.
Exactly.
Andre, why?
One tasting is cheap.
Why are you encouraging this? Why are you guys encouraging this nonsense?
Cause we have nothing better to do, and you are our only source of entertainment.
Well, that's not really sure, but I mean, I feel like we're helping you out, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
you better,
probably open up Ashlyn.
yeah, I mean, you better thank us. I mean, we usually charge people for this kind of
What?
service.
I don't.
Let me roll for my wheel so I don't get pissed off.
Just be upset.
I'm mildly pissed. Alright, I know you guys have the good intention, but it's been a long as night, and me and Ashlyn would just like to go home, grab, probably I'll make some nice hot chocolate, and then go to bed.
All right, sure, but just let her know that you're not someone's slave. You know, you gotta set boundaries, some rules
am-
for her to respect.
I
you know?
recommend the candle.
I'm not. She's being respectful.
We could go shopping right now and buy, a cheap bottle of wine, couple of candles, and you'll be set home free for a nice romantic evening as just friends.
Okay, you know what? You know what, Andre? I wish I haven't done. I wish I won't. You won't stoop to this level. But can you set up with this horny water of a man with some ladies? Let's get him a girl. He's the horny one here now. I'm trying to be really, really respectful.
No, man, I mean, we're trying to help you. I mean,
By trying to get me and her to bang without her consent. No.
so... Wait. You said the word bang.
That's what you think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, man. I'm just letting you. I'm just butting in, you know, because both of you guys are having this really domestic abusive relationship. You are being abused here, my friend, but you don't even realize it. I know you're trying to be a good friend, but clearly she's just like using you, man. Got the feeling, man. People like this who don't know any manners, who just destroy things in her path, just it's not healthy, bro.
She hasn't been destroying
I know,
things.
I know she's an alien and all this, but I don't know, man. She has some issues.
This is why I'm trying to, teach her about human culture and not try to get under her skirt or whatever she wears under there.
I respect that. If it were me, I would probably just let go off her somewhere else because I cannot deal
I,
with that kind of
I mean,
attitude.
if you wish to
That
speedily teach her about human culture, just have her watch the movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and that's it. She'll learn everything about that there is about mankind. The movie is great. It has everything: drama, action, sad moments, happy moments, and a life lesson. Just hook her up with that movie, and she'll learn what there is about humanity. One movie is more than enough, I say.
no. Alright, I would like to treat her how I would like to treat a person. With respect.
Okay,
Right.
but okay, I'm willing to go on a limb and say you're doing this out of, as you know, being a good friend, but convince me you're not in love with her.
I am not. For the last time, I am not. I'm roll for persuasion. Ha.
Wait, let me actually roll my will for this.
Why not?
Where are you? Oh, here we are.
For fuck's sakes. Really, guys? Alright, I'm gonna go come clean then. If I were to fight a girl that I really like, I would have told you right in front of your faces. You don't know I'm a bad liar, right?
Uh-huh. I mean, you are an open book.
So yeah,
Listen, if you have feelings
That's-
for her, you know, just tell her.
for the last time, no. Alright?
Hey man, whatever happened back home, this is a second chance for you to start all over again.
After one more thing about home, I might just change my mind and blast your car.
Hey,
Right?
Lucille is a classic. There's not much, you know, carbon emission cars left. Everything is that weird hybrid. Ugh. I want the smell of a toxic fumes.
So please, if you're not gonna send me and Ashley Ray home, me and her are just gonna walk home, or take the bus. All right? And DeAndre, I respect your misconception of it, but again, I and her are not a thing. I'm just helping her to be adapted in the situation.
Well, I understand, man.
And,
I understand, but you know, just make sure that you know she just gets her attitude in check. You know, every little. I feel like you just always listen to her and just go with her way. Whatever she says, you just do it. It's not the way, man. That's not the way how you do it.
No, the reason why she got a job is because I nagged her to get a job.
Mm-hmm.
So I know my boundaries, alright?
Alright, cool, man.
Okay.
If you are not sending me and Ashley home, we're just gonna take the bus.
Actually,
Alright, man.
Actually,
Cool.
this-
You kids, stay safe.
yeah, I mean, this conversation was happening on our way home while like driving.
If you're like driving, in that case, I rephrase my sentence. Just send me and Ashley Ray home, please.
Okay, I mean. Do tell me the good news tomorrow.
And Walter, please find a lady so you don't tease me every freaking time. You're the most horniest person I ever known.
Hey man, I mean, I have my video of you dancing with Putin over there, so that's my second part of entertainment. Don't worry, I'll edit the video and send it to Dancing with the Stars so they can sign you up. As I basically drop
Anyways, let's just
drop off Michael and Ashlyn at their apartment, and then I drop DeAndre at his home, and then
We live the same block.
I drop basically all three of them at their block while I go home.
All right, I think I'm gonna go straight to the important ones first, which will be immediately here.
Mm-hmm.
DM, I was actually honestly planning to go for the Kamen Rider route actually. That's why I was waiting for the weekend. I don't mind waiting.
Kamen Rider route. Better finish this. Better finish this episodes first, man.
Alright.
Better find out. You better settle the shadow incident first before going for the Kamen Rider route. That Kamen Rider route you have to go meet soon. I think that's gonna be a different story altogether. Kamen Rider.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do change.
Okay. Anyways, okay, Walter. You head back to the hidden warehouse to look for more information in regards to the shadow. Okay, what do you want to do? Roach is there again.
DM, can you move Ashley Ray model out of the frame because I don't have access to her. Move her away.
Also
Okay,
change.
let me
And
move
also
over
change
here.
the music.
Oh, the music. Oh yeah, because this warehouse doesn't have music.
Mhm.
Uh,
Basically like.
every time when I put every time when I put a music from Avengers,
Mhm.
Roll20 always remove my music.
Mm-hmm. As I basically walk first into the bedroom, Detective Robbins is asleep and resting, right?
Yes, sleep. Yep,
I
correct.
let her basically sleep. I walk all the way to the PC. I hang my jacket in the back as I sit down, and I basically like open and like the shadow file here on this screen, and basically on the middle screen I start researching, basically opening the city map here, and opening basically here on the main screen. I basically start putting the crimes and putting points on the map on where are they being concentrated of, like in a circular motion or whatever, like around the city map itself. So
First, you go to the northern area, where you know where Michael and Andrew's apartment is here.
okay, that's the apartment.
Police task force is here. This is crisis area A, where crisis happened, and then this is just area A, and then so on. And then the next map is here, okay, which Bada Bing Cafe is actually here. And then after that, the Bugle Daily, it's supposed to be Bugle Daily, not Daily Bugle. Bugle Daily is okay. Bugle Daily is actually at the north, and then after that, okay, your warehouse is actually here at warehouse A. Mostly warehouse B is mostly quiet. This is crisis area B, where most of the things has been destroyed and is still under construction. However, due to radiation and so on, is still not been looked into. Okay, so further out of crisis area B is the maximum security prison, which is at the ocean itself. You can see the bridge here. So I don't want to go there because there's only one map.
Yeah, definitely.
So when you look at it, when you look at all this information, you're thinking, okay, where to go, where to look for. So then after that, you look through where is all the crimes being done. So if you actually go through all the police chatters and everything else, you go straight to map A. Okay, you know, this is actually going to be quite difficult. Okay, where you want to check? Ping, ping, ping. Where you want to detect? You can ping here, you can ping there anywhere, then
Where?
after that then you roll your
Wait,
computers.
where was the first crime on this map has happened? Like the first early report of gangsters getting killed without, like, on the so-called shadow, like the very first public cases. Like, I want to start from there, like the public known cases that had been reported on by both the police and the newspapers, and work my way into all the public cases and to see, do they connect with one another in terms of, like, on a map scale ish,
Mm-hmm.
that sort of thing. So I want to start from the known cases.
Okay. If you check for known cases, it'll be very simple for you. Just roll a technology check.
Okay, we're gonna start with the known cases first.
Okay. One known reported cases was somewhere in this apartment district, that is here.
Okay, so I'll just do it with the brush, and I'll just put an X here so that I would know. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is one case. Any other cases on this map or nothing else?
Okay. So technology 29 and none. Okay, now going back to the other
And the same thing.
center district of the
Mm-hmm.
city.
I'll roll technology for this map as well to see the second case.
Okay. Second case was here.
Okay. And anything else?
Third case was here.
Okay. Can you ping again? Just so I can verify where is it before I... Yep, okay, thank you. And third... okay, that's the second case, the third case. Where's the fourth case?
And here.
Okay. Fifth case.
And here.
Ping again. Okay, thank you. Four... Where's the fifth case?
Nope, not here.
Yeah, so next map then. I'll roll again for technology.
Okay. Here near the docks.
Okay, yep, I've seen. And case number 6.
Roll technology again.
Okay.
And here.
Okay. I'll roll technology for number 7.
And here.
Ah, okay. And I'll roll technology for case number, that's 6, 7, number 8.
Okay. Here. These are quite recent cases. Just happened recently.
Yeah, because I'm like following the trail of the recent cases. I'm gonna roll technology for another case. Oh, damn.
And here.
I'm like, me and Monday were like, just putting the images of the deceased gangsters.
Okay. Only gangsters though. Most recent report, only gangsters, drug dealers,
Oh,
rapists,
okay. Yeah,
murderers, you name it.
basically
Yeah.
it's a citywide cleanup that is being done on a grandiose scale. Are these all the cases or any more?
Yeah, that's all recently reported was here.
Mm-hmm. Uh, what happened when I basically try to triangulate based on these cases? Like, do they fill in a quote-unquote circular pattern?
Hmm. Yeah. For this one, you can't use technology
Mm-hmm.
anymore. This one, you need to roll for insight
Don't
and investigation.
insight, which is investigation or insight.
Insight and
Oh, okay.
investigation.
I'll roll first insight, and now you want me to roll for investigation, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. Oh yes, first net 20 of the day. I'm like,
Okay.
Yep. First net
I'm like,
twenty
I
of the
just
day.
lean back
Also,
on my.
also,
Mhm.
uh, I want to say this: assert dominance is a T pose.
I just like, I lean back on
Okay.
my chair first, looking at all these X's and the pictures. I'm like, there is definitely a connection. So, what's a connection?
Okay. You notice that one of the center area, which is actually the northwest area near the task force where crisis area B is and where Michael and the other department is, there's only one case so far. Meaning it's one of the drug dealers who actually was actually taken down. And then after that, when you actually go to B inside, it actually tells you that it looks like a symbol to you. But here, judging by the distance, this all actually happened within that certain day. This was the fight that you all were involved in. This was all the battle you guys were involved in. Bada Bing is just
Mm-hmm.
here. And after that, all you guys actually went to northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. And then after that, then this is where actually Gallo Robbins will be attacked, and then after you send her to the docks. And then after that, during that incident about the being itself, this is where you actually notice that all the attacks and all the drug dealers, all the rapists, all the murderers actually happen. It's like just short few hours of each other. Okay. Now here is actually you need to actually deduce yourself where is the hideout. So it's now you know that map C near your own place is where they are hiding.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, you.
This this you may need your friends to help. I don't think
Oh, oh,
you can do this with your brain.
definitely, I cannot do this. So I'm like, damn. So this is how it's done. What's the time of night? Because I know it's nighttime.
It's morning. It's not. It's almost a morning already. You spend so long, hours
Oh,
actually.
okay.
It's almost morning. You're actually going to reach fatigue level, but it's late morning
Oh,
already.
to me, I'm like, I notice. I'm like, oh, I better catch on some beauty sleep. Uh, I'm like, Monday, set a timer to wake me up after 6.5 hours. And when you do wake me up, do send an SMS to, and I like type everybody's names and phone numbers. Send an SMS telling them to meet me at the warehouse because it is an urgent matter. That's when I'm like, I go to the room and I just like sleep.
Mhm.
After I of course
Okay.
I
Then you sleep. Okay.
yep.
Okay. You can go to sleep. Now I'm just gonna be asking people
Mm-hmm.
like Michael and DeAndre. If you guys want to do some role playing stuff, I can go straight to your place and you guys can role play. If you guys don't want to waste time with the role play, I can immediately fast forward time and you guys receive the SMS, you guys finish your job and immediately meet Walter Cross here at the warehouse. So you
Skip,
guys choose first. Okay?
skip dialogue.
Okay, Michael, you?
For me, Karato to know more about Kamen Riders.
You won't be able to know that, with your common knowledge. If they're not written down on newspapers. They are not they are never being reported. There are actually images of them in the tabloids, meaning that you don't know nobody knows who they really are. They're always kept hidden. And every
Ah,
time every time when a reporter take a photo of them, they're always standing behind the sun and you only see their silhouette. You are unable to see their faces. This this
okay.
the first reported Kamen Rider was back in the 1960s, and then after that in the 1970s, and then 80s, 90s, all the way up to even year 2022, and until now even. It seems that
Uh,
the one reported that you've seen is like 50th or 60th generation of Kamen Riders.
I was gonna ask about this with Tanashi Madarame, Russell Bellamy, and the two girls that I have not formally know yet.
If
Let's not
you
waste time.
okay,
Let's not waste time. Let's just skip because since you said the Kamen Rider route is not open yet, so let's just keep on track.
hmm,
Right.
okay,
Skip.
okay, all right. After finishing your job, both you and DeAndre then head straight to the warehouse to see. After you receive the message from Motocross on its current investigation, and when you arrive, you actually all entered to actually see him already waiting for you and seems to be preparing some sort of files or documents as you actually arrive. Okay, now what you guys gonna do?
Yo, yo, yo. Got something? Found him?
Oh, definitely, I have. DM, don't forget to drag Ashlyn's for picture here as well as Chad.
It's okay. I will just assume that they're doing something
Oh,
else.
okay. Gentlemen, I believe I have narrowed down where is the shadow hideouts, but I'm running on fumes at the moment since I only had like what 5-6 hours worth of sleep and it took me almost all night to do this, so I may need your help in narrowing down their hideout. Hub, can you bring the map with the X's on it just so I can, explain to them my findings?
Okay.
Okay. When you look at this map, what do you guys see on it?
Are these the crime scenes of the shadow attacks?
Exactly. But what's the common thing around the crime locations? Think long and hard with this one.
It's like they're forming some. If I feel like they're forming some sort of shape.
No.
I don't know. It looks like a T post. It looks like a T post to me. Assume dominance.
Guys. It's very easy. It's right there. What happened when you want to get from one crime location into the next? How long it would take you?
Have you gone Cena, Walter? Don't you remember they have that one guy called the Shifter on their side?
Yeah, but if you take a look into these crime locations, they're all happening within 1 hour away from one another. The shifter is good, but he's not that good in order to transport you from, one end of the city within the next. Which begs the question. I've narrowed it down that their hideout is here. It's within 1 hour of every single crime that has been happening in this particular area. So I may need your help and deductions into determining where are they exactly. And it has to be a location where it's 1 hour away from every single other crime scene. Just an hour away by drive, or an hour away, in terms of teleportation distance. It took me all night to basically research through countless crimes of countless drug dealers, gangsters, gangbangers who getting killed left, right, and center.
Well, if you can recall our friend Drake, and he seems to be the most proactive on finding these things. In other words, it has to be at center that also has a good vantage point. Remember, he is a sniper, proven many times during our old exploits.
Okay, so it's a building who needs to be high enough that grants vantage point across every other location. But such building, is it technically an hour away by drive? Or by, flying or anything, by gliding, of course, to any other of these locations?
Let's go with drive. DeAndre, any input?
Around this area, is there any like is there the tallest buildings around here? If we're going for this tower.
DM?
Tallest building. You wanna go for the tallest building? There's no tallest building here. Actually. This is a docks area. Docks areas don't have tall buildings. Only the
Docks area.
center city only.
I managed to narrow it down that it's here, but I don't think it's a a tall building. Think something along the line of our warehouse. Something in that screams normal, but it's not normal.
The only thing I can think of is that they're hiding in plain sight. I say, and you never notice.
So, what do you guys think?
Let me roll for my insight on this. 14. Do I have a vague idea, DM?
Nope, you don't.
How about you, DeAndre? Do you have any ideas?
Within 1 hour. That is quite tough.
I mean, what's your
Honestly, my mind just keep thinking, it's usually around the center of the city, But then again, these other three places are separated from each other.
I mean,
Where could it be? Could it be?
Take out your here's a tip. Take out your and then see how far is 1x from each other.
take out the ruler basically. Take out the ruler. This here is the first location. And second location. This here is third location. I mean, technically, if you wish to kill the gangsters all within 1 hour, you'll follow this projected path.
No, I see it.
One moment. If you follow this projected path, meaning... Nah, that if they were 3, but that leaves the other 2. Okay, meaning you could draw a line from here to here, and from here to here.
It feels more like a Hey, this is Batman work. I was going to say modern D20, but yeah, it's almost the same anyway.
Yeah.
Batman. Who's Batman here? It's like I think it's like Walter Cross is I think sitting down with his hand on his chin. If I was the Shadow, where
Can
I'll
I
be.
roll insight?
Then he looks at his sidekick,
Can
Michael. And after he looks at it, turns to see his other sidekick, Laura. So you have to make your voice more like, if I was a Shadow, where I'll be. King. Because I'm the goddamn Batman.
Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody
Anyway.
I'm Batman. I gotta think like Batman. I gotta be like
Yes.
Batman. Somebody kill my parents and raise me by a butler.
Yeah, you're gonna see your parents very soon.
If you say that in character, I will just literally slap you because you're just fantasizing some way that's comic book.
No. Can I roll insight hope to see?
Oh no, Batman exists in this world.
Oh god.
Let's not be Bruce Wayne. Let's not be Bruce Wayne. Cause more trouble.
Can I roll insight hope to see I'll just roll insight to see if I can, contribute into something. Oh, don't fail me now.
It's harder when it's only 3 of you, right? So it'd be easier if there was 5 of you. If Jason was here, if Jan was here.
Their characters are not here. We're gonna assume like they're, they got the SMS but they haven't woken up yet. I'll roll for insight to see if maybe I can, help.
I already gave you guys the tip just now. The arrow helps. So
wait, the arrow helps.
the distance helps.
Yeah, the distance. As in, look for the shortest one is this one. That's the shortest crime, happening at exactly 38.6 feet away. That's the shortest one. No, actually, that is the shortest distance. That's the shortest distance at 23. That's 23, 45, 47, 48. No, man, that's it. Wait. Let me just rephrase. That's 21. Yeah, that's 21.6. And if we were...
I say it's around here.
You sure?
Who knows? The distance, right? I would say they would probably start from here and then they just spread out.
I mean, do you want to roll insight so you can, like at least verify your deduction if it's right or wrong? Because it's insight, basically.
I'm in an hourglass.
You gamble, bro.
Hope, can I roll insight to see, regarding all of this?
You already rolled inside earlier on in regards to all of
Yeah,
this. You can't roll
I
inside.
did actually, so I cannot do anything. But at least we have a hint that the arrow helps. Arrow helps.
Hourglass. Yeah.
Wait, the arrow helps. I feel like there is. The arrow helps. Zaf, please. Can you not do this? I mean, I'm trying to concentrate.
Oh, okay. I'm just having fun. It's like Phantom Hourglass. You know what? Let me roll for fun. On Insight.
Yeah, Michael, you're unsure. It's like when you look at the dots, you connect each murder done by the shadows. But this is the one that each of them is about an hour each, all at the same time. And the shadow, that's five.
Wait, if I were to flip my head, triangle, that means here, arrow. Could it be possible if you were to connect this, like here, and here, and here? That's technically the tip of the arrow, meaning that someone gonna have to roll insight to see if this deduction is right, and that's like smack in the middle of here. But there's other combinations. There are like other combinations of this as well.
Only Blue Rush can do that now. Only Blue Rush can do
Yeah.
that because he hasn't rolled for Insight yet. Oh wait, he already had.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You did. No, still too low.
Man, the only day where we need Jan's help and she is like overtime.
Taking the bus.
Exactly. Taking the bus.
Still taking the bus to go home.
Taking the bus. The only time where we need the other two players to help us and to roll with us. And they're not here.
And this is the Bermuda Triangle, folks.
I mean, this here is one possibility. Another one is basically like this.
A bigger triangle.
And here,
Bermuda Triangle.
all the way, basically like this. That's the second possibility, but that leaves the other two. But the whole thing is happening within 1 hour. If we started with the central point, like if we went from here, putting this as a center point, you can easily connect within the rest of them. Because, wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, that's 3. I believe you need one more thing, and that's it. Like, it will complete a basic shape, but that doesn't make any sense. I already rolled for insight, so you guys already got the hint. Thanks. Like, everything is in here. Everything is here. You guys gonna have to pull your brains and deduct. Activate.
I'm gonna say it's a shape of an hourglass.
You already roll for insight.
Hourglass.
You have not used investigation yet for Michael and
Oh yeah,
DeAndre.
actually. Use your investigation, guys.
Alright,
Please get nat 20s.
sure.
Please. Oh, finally.
Oh, Michael's got 20.
Okay.
I could.
After about hours of actually standing here, it's almost midnight, and yet Ashley, Ray, and Chad have not actually got back to you, meaning they're perhaps busy with something else. But Michael, you have to look at the shape. If all of them died by 1 hour each, and would they still stay at the crime scene, or will they all stay somewhere in the center?
Logically speaking, in warfare, you will stay at the center to be very conspicuous. As in, the most I am your face tactic is usually the best one.
Hmm. When you think about that, then roll for insight. We have +5 bonus.
18.
Not enough. Sure, got help.
Can I use my hero point?
You're gonna use your hero point. Okay. Yeah, you can use your hero point.
Sure, why not? Deducting 1 hero point.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I found?
Okay. When you look at the map earlier on, somebody actually made a shape earlier on.
I made.
I saw the shape. I just smiled.
Yeah. I made
So-
one like
You mean
this.
you mean the hourglass shape?
Yes, the hourglass shape.
I was right.
No
I
way!
was fucking
No
right.
way!
Nice.
No effing way!
That's pretty good though.
No effing.
Because I think this one's probably like, I think this is the farthest one, right? It was probably this person was waiting for the rest.
Yeah, I mean, no effing
This
way.
I mean, that's good.
Okay, let me
That's
roll
good.
this.
That's good.
Let me roll this. In all of my training in the Sparta program, sometimes a shape is not a shape, but a symbol. And I created a using 1, 2, 3, 4, base 4, and then I make a hourglass shape. We don't have time, and yet the sense keeps on going. The crimes are just sand. And then they are 1 hour apart. Like Thanatos of ancient Rome, he has to be at the center, where he reaps the soul. Found it! Right over here.
What's at the center of
Let me just-
this herb in terms of, like, public area or something? Like, what is it on quote unquote?
Abandoned buildings and so on.
Well, it's an abandoned.
One of the centers for crisis also, where most of the buildings are destroyed.
Well, it's an abandoned building. It would make a perfect hideout. Almost 1 hour away of these 4 different crimes that can easily be accessible, and I say the other 2 crimes are just merely a diversion. As in, they were meant to, to throw
No,
everybody off
no.
tracks.
No. They were not actually diversion. They were actually actual crimes. That the only thing we overlook is that simplicity. Remember the law of nature. A simple change of color can throw off your predator way off to ensure your safety.
Okay.
Wow, so much wisdom. If only you realize that you're being cut, you're being a simp.
For the last time, DeAndre, I am being a good friend.
You're too good, my friend. Don't do it, man. You gotta put your foot down,
Put the
bro.
foot down.
Then then
Damn.
then for, then why not I just ask the god, say, oh god, can you give me a wife in the next few days? Yeah, are you happy? Ish.
Anyway,
Anyway, you did very good. I think we should probably check the place out, huh?
I would say.
Yeah, and here's another
Mhm.
issue. Remember Draken? Remember Draken? Remember his sniping skill? Remember the arrow guy? Remember his arrow skills?
How far can you?
Yeah.
Wait. How far can you fly, Michael? Like, what's the highest thing?
I'm not as good as integral stuff. I don't know, probably a few 100 feet up to the moon. But that requires me to be a bit of like you're not I have to go into crisis.
Okay, maybe there is.
Yeah, tendency to go
Are you
berserk.
able to fly around? I would say 5,000 feet above. You know, like a standard airplane height above ground, while holding a live video camera. Because we want to scout the building.
He can do that. His flight speed, his flight can do that. He can fly up to
Oh,
that
okay,
height.
that's good. There is a way to scout that building without having you worrying about getting shot by either one of these people. Fly, 5,000 feet above the building, holding a live video camera, like strapped onto you. Everything where you'd be staring at it, we will be here staring at it as well, so we can help you by, zooming in as you describe what you see to us. I mean, that way you don't have to worry about, getting sniped.
I will probably stay outside the abandoned areas, just as for a lookout for ground support.
That can be also good as well.
What? I think you guys are forgetting of two key things. We have an archer and a sniper. The sniper
5,000
guns like the back of
5,000
his
feet.
head.
5,000.
I don't think 5,000 feet will be your stealth. The stealth. You have to roll for that
Yeah.
to make sure they stay hidden.
But yeah, at least since it's 5,000
Yeah,
feet,
behind the clouds.
5,000 feet, like you have quote unquote advantage on stealth, because it's like you are that high in the sky. Unless you're farting, I doubt they can hear you.
Yeah, let's just hope I didn't eat any bean soup that day.
So, Michael, I'll give you a camera. Strap it down and hold it very tightly so that when you reach that area, just simply while flying steadily over it, just hovering over it, point the camera down so I can be able to see from here. I'll be able to zoom in as much as possible so I can, record as much details as possible about the area from the sky. If I can spot, security cameras in the area itself. Actually, wait, speaking of security cameras, Hub, am I be able to make a technology roll to see if there is any security cameras in that area?
You can, but you can roll a -10 penalty.
Okay. Oh, don't fail me now, don't fail me now. Oh, yes, 19.
19.
9.
Not enough to beat the DC, but we actually try to check the security camera. You don't find any. Even if you try to, it seems that your hackings got intercepted by another hack software.
Ho ho. Gentlemen, I'm being intercepted, meaning there is somebody there. Otherwise, why would they do this? Go all the way. So, Michael,
Don't say we have to mobilize now or we lose.
we need to wait until, Uriel and, Ashlyn are finishing with everything. Besides, it's nighttime. We need to at least, rest so we can go there fully refreshed, battle ready, as well as, informing them of all of our findings and prepare a backup plan in case things went south, as in an exit strategy. Unless you want my exit strategy to include you going full on crisis mode and destroying the building, yeah, that can be great.
Can you actually achieve that type of power rage I don't want that to happen.
Again, we intention? No.
But are you able to control it? If you go rage mode, are you able to direct it at someone?
Well, it did happen to Professor Doom. The only thing I did not counter is collateral damage. So yeah, I can focus on one. But I can't focus on Draken. He's still a friend of mine. But at the same time, if he did betray me, yeah, you're just gonna see lots of head tumbling around.
That is understandable. I would recommend now to basically people, let's just rest after a long day of deductions and everything, and we'll inform Uriel and Ashlyn with all of our findings and go knocking on the enemy doorstep. I mean, at least so that, you know, now that we know where are they technically. What do you guys think?
Alright, y'all do that. I think it's good. I should wait for everybody. Well, if that is all, I think I should probably head out. I'm going to run around, see what's going on out there.
If you find your
What's the current time?
DM current time.
Current time is almost midnight.
Mhm. I would say
In that
Dion-
case, I head home.
DeAndre, if you find yourself closer to that area, pretend that, you know, you got lost, at least so you can stop, see what's happening, and then just keep going. Don't stop for more than, like, what, a minute or two? Just enough for you to memorize as much details as possible.
Yeah, I'll glance outside because I think going nearing to wherever they are is probably dangerous. You know, claymores, landmines, and all.
Mm-hmm.
And snipers and archers.
Those things are pretty. I can see them a mile away. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're right.
Well, guys, good job on terms of deductions. Just take care of yourselves when you drive home, unless you want to spend the night here. I only have one bed, though.
Alright, man. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, speaking of bed, just take care of Zelda. Just make sure she stays alive. Head home.
I basically like make a small cup of tea and eat some dinner before heading to bed.
I'll patrol the streets.
Go to the bathroom.
Okay, you patrol the street. Okay, Blue Rush, you patrol the streets and to see if there's anything wrong. Okay, let's roll for investigation. Okay, 17. Okay, well, you actually patrol the street at night. You actually ran from the warehouse all the way back to the apartment to see if there's any chapter. Surprisingly, Night City is actually very quiet. You don't hear anything other than that. But other than finding criminals on the street, the police actually did say that another murder actually had been taken place by the shadows, and surprisingly, some again at the same location near the docks. The police actually said, and because of that, one of the deaths actually happened here.
Hmm.
And then when you actually went to this location to actually find out what actually happened, you do see a number of police officers there actually looking into the death. And then the police officers actually that you know actually like look at you, and then they actually ask Blue Rush. Suddenly we have another death here again, probably not far from each other, and it seems that this one is a rapist, probably a pedophile.
So pedophile. Oh shit, the guy does his death anyway.
Yeah, most of the people that died killed by the shadows are mostly criminals, and not to say that it's a good thing. They're actually one of the police officers said then they're perhaps doing some sort of a good thing to get rid of all these people. It seems that this organization kills criminals, but not super criminals, though. Only normal criminals.
Yeah, but that matters a bit more extreme. You know, some crimes should be solved in the court of law, and then again they just leave after they kill people. It's you guys that have to clean this shit up. You know.
Yes. That's the thing.
Or I mean, think about the pedestrians, seeing dead people everywhere. It just ain't right.
That's correct, Rush. It seems that this shadow apparently need to be taken down before innocent people is caught in the crossfire. Right. And we're just lucky that there were no people here. But if they were to actually fight in the central city itself or in the more busier streets, well, there is one particular criminal apparently that not being taken down by these people. Tiger Shark, right?
Yeah, heard of guy.
Yeah. Apparently, he's holding himself up in one of his apartments when he actually hired a number of people to actually safeguard him from the shadow. Well, hopefully for his case, even for us, even the police, we were unable to actually go ahead to the. Otherwise, it would probably be the death of many of us. But if Tiger Shark feels that the shadow is actually after him, then he better start protecting himself the most because judging by shadow, he actually targets his target perfectly.
And I will proceed to tell the officers that there is a. I've noticed there's some suspicious activities around the abandoned areas up at east where we are.
Hmm.
Not sure what's going on over
Well,
there. Is
which really don't really go there. They are mostly just poor people, mostly staying in the slums, and well, that place is mostly radiated because after crisis. So we tend to not go there. But the people that actually stay there really don't have a choice. The homeless, the children. So yeah, most of the people that stays there mostly don't have any homes.
hmm. Is there any more other cases murder today or yesterday?
So far only tonight. I'm not too sure about tomorrow night. Well, if judging by the number of these people, well, all the people murdered here are actually working for Tiger Shark, or used to be working for Tiger Shark. But they're all dead now. I think once all these people are dead, Tiger Shark will be the last person.
I see. Well then, officer. I'll leave this all to you then. I'm gonna patrol around. Stay safe out there.
And you too, no rush. Then you ran off. And then you ran off as fast as you can for the night before you get tired, and then head back to your apartment and then rest. Okay, Michael, what do you do?
Okay. Since I'm heading home already, at home I'm just thinking about like what's in this area, what's the surrounding area.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could actually
That's
just
my
fly there earlier on to check it out, but
hmm,
well, you flew back to your apartment anyway.
as I was contemplating for a moment. Yeah, let me roll for insight. If I fail, I go check.
Okay, right. Actually,
I pass.
if you pass inside, you should be checking, not fail.
Oh, okay. So I pass. So I go. I go and check out.
Okay.
I check out the surrounding area. Press the red button.
Okay, you flew there to check the location on one of the city areas, the burning city they actually call it, where the fight actually has. But it is nighttime already. You flew around the area looking. Most of the buildings actually quiet. Nobody inside. Nobody outside even. No, just drag your character somewhere.
I'm just here. I just look at the surrounding area, feeling that this is all my fault. The guilt, it hurts. And he's a tall boy now.
No, he's just flying. This is to indicate that he's flying.
Uh, I, I just look around. Hmm.
Yeah, you see people actually staying in this building. Most of the buildings to the lights actually stay there, like here. Mostly like people that doesn't have homes, destroyed because of crisis, and then most of the buildings here. But you don't see anything particular or anything suspicious in this location.
I think to myself, maybe tomorrow I'll send some food to like this area. As Michael, not as a Red Spartan.
Hmm.
So much devastation. I have enough of this. I just flew before I flew back. I just looked at this entire area one last time, and then I'll head back and wake up early in the morning tomorrow to send some food there myself as Michael.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. After that, they flew back to your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, all right. After you flew back, okay, Walter, what do you want to do?
I declare that I basically like went to sleep, and since I like now know where are they exactly, but I have to wait for, of course, to inform Ashlyn and Uriel about our findings and everything, so I can hear their opinion on it before we can formulate a plan of attack. Otherwise, he's just gonna like cook some food, check on Detective Robbins on her vitals. Is she like getting better, and to check out if she's like you know if she's okay or willing to talk. Then he just tell her like everything that he found out so far. Oh wow, just zoom in.
Hmm.
Let me just zoom in. So I'm pretty sure she is like awake or still sleeping.
He's actually awake,
Hmm.
but just like lying down on the bed and then just sitting there at the side and
Mm-hmm.
looking at you. And then she asks you, "Do you find anything, Walter?" She just asks you simple. Her voice still weak.
I found plenty actually. Me and the rest of the team have managed to narrow down where are they. Cleverly enough, they are at the center of the whole thing. That's when on the small quote unquote screen here, I just like showcase her like where I'm pinging, like ding, ding, ding. Tomorrow we're gonna be formulating a plan of attack before we, launching an assault on their hideout. Because at this point, the shadows, they do not know that we know where are they. And that gives us an edge on them. How?
Hmm. So you're trying to tell me that the shadow do not know that you know that they don't know that you know their hideout, is it?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Understood, he said.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. I'm just thinking about Draken. If he's alright, if he's okay. Ah, the shadow did take him away anyways.
We'll try and rescue him. A prime objective is merely going to be hitting them hard on where are they, attack them on their home turf, no less. I may have to ask you a favor of calling the task force once we begin our assault so that, we can at least have backup. I,
Can't just simply call any task force without any concrete proof.
oh, trust me, I'll be wearing a camera so that you can watch the assault as it's happened, and then you can, from your comfy location, you can just, call it as you see it. And hopefully that nobody dies.
Mm. Hopefully. Listen, if the shadow is where they think, if you where they think you think they are, then it'll be a good thing. But if not, calling the task force will be it will be under me and under you. It's not cheap just to call the task force in.
Mm-hmm. Let's just hope that, tomorrow brings out all the good news that, everybody deserves to hear. And yeah, let's just pray that everything is gonna be fine, which I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, I took too much of your
Hmm.
time. You better continue resting as I basically like stand up and go and sleep on my bed.
Mm-hmm. And then you stand up. And after then you went straight to your bed and then just rest. Okay, alright, all that's resting. Okay, now like obviously like Yan not in, so definitely Michael cannot roleplay. So and then after that DeAndre went back to his apartment. Unless DeAndre and Michael wanna roleplay. If not, then fast forward time again and then see what you guys wanna plan.
Mm.
Nah, I'm good.
Ah.
Okay, so how?
Fast forward time. If we fast forward time, that Michael wake up early in the morning and buy like 2 crates of like water and food, and then goes to the area as himself.
Mm-hmm.
But his flight abilities as Red Spartan and landing a bit away from like any border patrol with the
Mm-hmm.
supplies.
Okay.
That's my action.
Okay. Alright. Okay. You can only do that after you finish work. Like that means around evening time. That means at night time.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can.
Alright. After that, okay, others?
Uh, since I'm basic, since
DeAndre?
I'm basically awake, I'll I'll just continue researching that particular area, and that's about it.
Okay. Alright. Okay, DeAndre?
Nothing much. Go to work. Wonder why the hell this music is taking so long, and then proceed meeting back at the warehouse, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Okay. Then okay. Actually Michael, you do everything simpler. You just give some food to many of the folks there. Those that you can actually afford. Because on your salary, definitely you won't be able to actually give them a whole truck of food. But more than enough for them
No,
to
no,
actually be
just
happy.
really survive. At the very survive long enough.
Okay. You feel some sort of inspiration. You feel a bit serene. You feel a bit calm after you give the food to them. And then
Mm.
you feel as if that your red lantern ring started to actually glow dimmer instead of brighter. And after that, then it
Oh.
doesn't really puzzle you that much because your anger seems to be actually, because your power is actually fueled by anger. But if you're calm, if not, the powers actually be dimmer. But you head back straight to the warehouse after you actually give the food. It's actually not that far because the warehouse and the slums, the burning city, they call it, is not that far. So basically, you just like easily drove there or take a bus and then head straight to the warehouse to meet Walter Cross and DeAndre to see what is the next course of action. It seems that during those last 2 days, it seems that Chad is also busy with work and busy with other things and trying to figure out what's going on. And also, Itro's Star is actually busy helping Aunt May at the restaurant, serving all the good food, and then thinking that if you if you and if once you actually find something more concrete, then they'll actually come. In other words, you probably have to do next week.
If I attempt to hack the cameras,
Met out.
again, it will be again at -10, is it?
Yeah, I understand.
Hmm. There's no guarantee I can roll anything above 20. So it's a yeah.
Nope. You can only do this once
Yeah,
per
yeah,
day,
definitely.
unless the countermeasures, the computer countermeasures will counter
Yeah,
yours.
definitely. So I'd rather not do it. Okay, Michael, you can move your character closer.
As I approach you, I give you a hello. Hello. What you find, bro?
Nothing much, but I have no intel on that area. So practically, I don't want us to go there blind. But yeah, someone's gonna have to either take a drone there or take a camera there.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
think we wouldn't be mind there because there's probably homeless people there, poor people,
I
basically
just went
squatters.
I just went there before coming here.
Okay, describe to me the buildings itself. Like, did you notice anything about them?
Simple words is like Chernobyl, but minus the radiation up the ante, and there are a few squatters there. I went there because I want to help.
Okay, are you?
I really want to. Really want to make amends for my
Is
sins.
it possible you may have seen lots of things, but you don't know what you saw?
Hey, I went there with good intentions. I'm not there to snoop as the Red
I know,
Lantern.
I
I
know.
came there
Just
to
close.
redeem my
Yeah, close
sins.
your eyes. Take a deep breath. Think of. Go back into that moment mentally. Think long and hard. Relive that moment. And describe to me what you're seeing.
All I can say that there are a few tall buildings. There's one tall building filled with squatters. They are filled with a lot
Okay,
of people.
describe the tall building.
Then there's the streets.
Describe the tall building.
It's a multi-story house. It's a multi-story house, an apartment complex. Then there's this one, I think it was an abandoned shopping complex. I never bothered going in there.
Okay, was there any people around it?
Yes, there were a lot of people. As DeAndre said, there were a lot of squatters and homeless people.
Why do I have the feeling that the shopping
I tried helping as much as I
Why do I
could.
have the feeling that the shopping center could be where they are hiding, but the high rise complex could be also the hiding place?
At the moment, the shadows are doing the cleanup. Am I correct?
Yeah, indiscriminate killing, which may drive the local gangster population into start retaliating against the innocent population.
You mean a gang war?
Exactly. Innocent civilians will die nevertheless.
What about Tiger Shark?
As soon as he dies, his own gang will start, will enter into a civil war among themselves to determine who's the new head honcho. Lots of
That's correct.
lots of civilians are going to die in this mini gang wars, which I believe the shadows are trying to trigger it so that they can present themselves publicly as the new superhero.
Like heroes they like heroes they are.
Exactly. They're the one who are triggering it. Of course, they're gonna be the ones who are gonna be clean it up in public, unless we stop it. Yeah, we need to basically stop them and prevent it from happening. Otherwise, yeah, get ready into calling them the new heroes, and us will end up, getting the boot.
Another thing I have to tell you, I may lose my power.
How so?
Remember every time when I'm angry, I always glow a very, very violent aura, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently this red ring is empowered by anger.
In that case, pissing you off should be
Oh,
my job.
I don't
It
want
doesn't work. The red line
I
doesn't
mean,
work
I
that
could
way.
easily just piss him off.
I don't want to kill you. You remember last time with your words? Don't you remember what I said about you needing to be my friend
Yes.
again? I won't lie when I say I will willing to decapitate you and put your head on a pole. I am not lying
Of
about
all
that.
the moments in the world, you cannot be serious about losing your powers. We're like on the doorstep of our final battle of the biggest chapter in our life, and now you're telling me you're losing your powers? You're gonna be useless in our fight, and I need you in your A game. I need you in your A game. I need everybody in their A game.
Hey, hey, I won't be useless. I will bring those squatters to safety if ever comes to that. I want to atone for what I did.
I believe him. You got this.
I mean, I
For now, as long as I have my powers, I will only be on the defensive. Saving those people is my top priority.
Okay, but we still that cybersecurity system that they have it is preventing me from accessing the local grid cameras, which they went into a lot of trouble in, blocking. So one of you idiots gonna have to, dress up as a homeless person and walk into that place, describing, of course, what he's seeing.
Hey, if you want me to snoop, I'm willing to do it, but let me do it my own way. I want to atone for
You already
crisis.
went there once and they've already memorized your face, so you already have compromised yourself. Showing up again with good intentions may set up some red flags. Once a month is usually enough.
Hey, hey, listen here, Walter. You may be an asshole. You may be very much a cautious person, but I have my own needs and standards for people.
Wow, just for people. Yeah, never mind.
Yes.
I mean, I admit your good intentions are
Give me
are
this
good,
quarters.
but trust me, you are compromised.
I
Listen,
agree though. They
action is only
usually
game.
these guys are pretty
Sorry.
observative. Are you sure? Are you sure you can do this, Michael?
If I'm willing to atone for my sins, why would have to kill me? Maybe they have some beef with me. Fine. But as a soldier and a person who wants to atone, I'm willing to take this. If you guys don't agree with me, fine. I'll be out of your hair. But now, I have a chance to atone.
I would rather send, DeAndre, since they haven't noticed him, at least he has a chance of, you know, just going there. I mean,
Honestly, any of us can be there. Could be Vince, could be Ashley Ray. I think probably Ashley Ray probably would probably make our mission a bit more complicated. But no, me and Vince could probably go there.
mm-hmm.
I think the more
So,
people, the more of us over there, it's easier for us to cover more area.
Actually, let me give Ashlyn a little bit of a phone call, because ever since I sent her the SMS until now, she has yet to respond. That's with her. Like, I call Ashlyn on her phone and like just put it on speaker so that everybody can hear.
Mm-hmm.
So okay,
Okay.
you have to give me a rundown. What the fuck happened? I just
Oh,
came back. I just
All
came
right,
back. I have no idea what the fuck happened.
somebody
okay.
explain.
The rundown is I discovered where the shadows are hiding. Like all three of us here, we discovered where the shadows are hiding, and simply is now we are trying to formulate a plan of action. Your character does not know this. I did send an SMS saying like to everybody the next day to come in so we can discuss this. So you'll have a 1 day old SMS that says, "Come to the warehouse. It's important."
You do know that my character doesn't know what the fuck is a phone, right? Or maybe she just doesn't care. I don't know.
I'll go with the second option that she doesn't care. So I'm like,
let's go.
yeah.
She
So I'm like,
doesn't
I'm
care.
calling you now on the phone.
I can I roll? Can I roll for something? See, do I care to pick it up? Do I care enough to pick it up?
It's it's 2 days have passed already. So well, it's like they did actually send you a message during the first day. Now it's the second day. Unless you ignore it, they have to wait until the third day.
Uh, wait, okay. What can I roll to see? Do I care? To do I care or not? Oh, you know what? You know what?
Uh,
You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna pick up the call. I'm just gonna pick up the just to even out the scenario. Okay, I pick up the call. I was like,
Hello.
yes, Smarty Pants. What do you
I know
want?
where they are currently hiding, and I need you at the warehouse so we can plan everything on how to act. I got DeAndre and Michael here, and I'll be ordering some delicious food for you.
Oh, so you think that you can bribe me with food, huh?
Is it working? I mean, I could order sweets.
Well, lucky for you, food is my weakness for now, alright? I'll be there, okay? I have been hungry and I have already eaten out almost Michael's every food.
Okay. As I basically stare back at Michael since the whole call is on speaker. Don't worry, I'll order some very delicious food for you. So yeah, we'll send in Michael to basically pick you up since you don't have any car. So yeah, just sit tight.
Save the energy. I'll just fly myself over there.
Okay. As I basically like hang up and say, Michael, you owe me for this. So yeah, you're gonna be playing delivery boy as I order some pizza and KFC, and you're gonna go and pick both up. Hello, Michael.
He's BRB. Probably what time is it? I don't know. Praying, I
Oh,
guess.
okay. Okay. Let's just assume that he basically picked the food up. Yan, do you wanna like fast forward or do you have anything to say?
I'm not even in the scene. What can I say?
Oh no! I mean, I'm fast forwarding time unless you have anything. Do you wanna do before arriving to the warehouse?
Nah,
Okay, so I can
nah.
just drag your character like here and then like enter the warehouse and everything.
I'm here. Where's the food?
Uh, Michael, go. Sorry, DeAndre, go grab her a chair and bring in the food.
Yeah, sure, man.
As I basically show you where are they.
Right.
I discovered all three of us here. We discovered that where are they currently hiding? There's only one issue with the whole thing. Every time I try to hack into the local grid security cameras, I'm getting blocked off, which is all the more suspicious reason. I can hack into almost anywhere but that particular area. According to Michael, since he flew into the area and he gave some food for the homeless, it's a homeless community from like the looks of it and everything. But at the same time, it's much more suspicious. Like if we want to go there and attack them, we're going blind, so I have no idea how many guards are going to be waiting for us or even how many people are guarding the place. So, what's your suggestion?
So your suggestion will be?
Well, since they already saw Michael and him giving food, that means they have not seen you or DeAndre. I was wondering, are you okay in dressing up as a homeless person as just, walking around? So we can, accurately locate the enemy base. I've narrowed it down into that small section of the city, but without access to security cameras, that's all I could go for.
Why don't you go? I thought you have a bigger plan for that. This.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play tech support with this one. I mean,
Huh.
we could, mhm.
Or she could just fly out if we need someone to blow things up. She'll be there. I think that's a job that she would enjoy rather than just
Mm-hmm.
disguising.
Okay. If I were to send the both of you, one who's flying and the other one is, on the ground, are you guys able to accomplish this task together?
Yeah, man, I'll do my best.
Okay, the plan is very simple. Both of you will go. Ashlyn, you'll be flying in support of DeAndre and vice versa. Whatever you're gonna be seeing that's very important is for the both of you to memorize as much details as possible into the location, exact location, and at the same time, try not to, get caught, get killed, and get noticed. I mean, so far they
Hey, got you. I'm sorry. Do you got small cameras so so I could just take pictures here and there.
I hand you like a Nikon camera, like a small Nikon camera.
Oh, this is a small one you got, right? Not one of those spy things where you just click.
I'm good, but
Yes.
sadly,
Yes.
I'm on a budget, and besides, we have time constraint. These things take time
I
in order to be
understand.
crafted and tested. You know what I mean. So most most important thing I would say is take as much pictures as you can and try with your high speed thing is you know stop, see where you could say where are military guards at, exactly what building are they guarding, and just just run away.
Uh, Walter, what are you implying? Are you implying that their hideout is heavily guarded
Mm-hmm.
in a squatter place?
It makes the perfect place to hide.
Let me tell you
It's
this.
the perfect place to hide.
Yeah, but they're not dumb enough to be that
Oh,
conspicuous.
no, 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 you don't understand. They're hiding among the squatters, as in those squatters whom you've been giving food, you may have been giving food to the mercenaries themselves. What better way to do than, hiding as a homeless person, getting free food, and looking pitiful enough so that nobody would notice you?
I hope you're the one that's gonna be doing that.
Oh no, I'm gonna be playing tech support. DeAndre and Ashley are going. One's gonna be flying, the other one's gonna be, you
Wait,
know, going fast enough.
I look at Ashlyn. Ashlyn, are you sure you're gonna do this?
Well, I didn't want us to, but I don't think we have much choice.
True.
This is the best he could come up of. I thought he would have a think of a better plan. But apparently this is the best he could think of.
Because at the moment he is trying to kill them off, regardless of the collateral. I'm not gonna go that route again.
Oh, what? I kill people? Ah, come on. Nobody's gonna get killed.
Yeah, coming from the guy who caused this, I point to Walter.
Hey, I didn't cause anything. Plus, I did not hit you on your hand and told you to come with me. You came of your own free volition. Besides, if you did not come with me, you would not have, encountered such a wonderful population and wonderful friends.
Okay, you know
I
what? Whatever you guys are talking about, keep your sob story aside, okay? Let's just focus on whatever it's happening right now,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Remember, speed
all
and
right.
accuracy are our goal here. And also not getting noticed by them. So whatever you do, do not expose yourselves.
You two do what you want. I'm still gonna stay true to my word. Going to give them some supplies to the best of my abilities. If only I have a car.
I just throw my keys to Michael. Yeah, take it. I assume you can drive,
Alright,
right?
sure I can drive.
Fantastic.
Oh boy.
Why drive when you can fly?
Actually, sometimes I don't want to be spotted by paparazzis. Or in this case, people with cameras.
Uh-huh, alright.
Uh, if I'm not needed, I'll be going on my own way. I do hope all of your endeavors will be good. And I walk off to the Andres car and proceed to buy a bit more supplies for tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then Ashley Ray. What you want to do?
Yan.
Yeah?
Yan?
Yeah,
Okay.
are you there?
Okay.
Eh?
Okay,
Can you still
DeAndre.
see?
After giving the car keys to Michael, then after that they just like drove off to actually bring more supplies to the homeless. What do you want to do?
I'll just ask Walter. Has Zelda woke up yet?
She is fine. You can check on her and talk to her if you want to, but she's still recovering.
All right. So what?
Okay.
Let's see. What else? What else should I bring? I think I should probably bring a sketch pad, probably just in case. Because I mean, me just carrying a camera, it just makes it very conspicuous. Drawings, on the other hand, maybe like I could probably draw a rough map of where is
Yeah,
where.
that'll be much better, and also much faster too.
Okay. All right.
Drawings.
Then Michael, what do you do? No, no. Walter, what do you do?
I'll be staying here, basically giving him tech support, like since I'm gonna be in his earpiece, because I have, sadly, I cannot access the grid since they did such a terrific job in blocking me from the whole security camera. So the only thing I'll be doing is monitoring the police report and his vitals.
Okay. Easily done. Okay. Since Ray is disconnected at the time being. Okay. Then, right. Okay, Michael, you actually drove nearby to actually buy some supplies. After you head back to your apartment and wait for the next day. And then DeAndre, you also perhaps head back to you also head back to your apartment, and then perhaps you actually got a sketchbook, and then to actually rest for the day. And Walter, you also did the same. You actually tried to actually look into the information that you actually can find on your computer, see what can be done. Okay, actually, Ray also did the same thing, and then she also had back. Okay, right. Yeah, Michael. Let's see your role to see whether you can actually got a role good technology. Okay, same thing, Master.
Okay.
Oh, I have to. Walter has a
Yeah,
technology,
that's
alright.
me. Please give me a nat 20. Oh man, another 19.
Um,
29.
Yeah, yeah,
Another 19, not
19
enough.
minus 10
Okay.
sadly.
Okay, again, you go actually got counted. It's like you don't know whether they actually got a security camera or perhaps the place actually got destroyed. So you're not too sure whether there is some security even at the location. So you need to be at the ground area to see whether they have
Mm-hmm.
any.
I mean, at least you could say,
Mm-hmm.
now that I'm sending two scouts, they can tell me if there is any security cameras.
Yes. And then after that, during that few hours, you try to actually see whether they have any security cameras. Then you head back to
Mm-hmm.
sleep after that. And then Michael, you actually bought some stuff. You actually did stop nearby to actually give the people, the homeless, some supplies. Okay, roll for persuasion.
Persuasion, where are you? Huh. First net one of the day.
Okay. And then the people there, the homeless people there, they like, look at you, it's you again. Somehow you're being so jealous. Ah, that we don't want to see you type of goody two shoes in our place anymore. Not for the time being. It's like suddenly you just so appeared and being so nice to us. And after that, you just give them the food, and like you got actually got shoot by one of the people that one of the homeless people that stays behind at the building area. And apparently, they don't really seem so happy to see you because suddenly you just appeared, give them some food, and then again you came again, give them some food, and they're being very suspicious of you now.
Regardless, I'm still gonna do what I intended to do.
Okay, all right, okay, that's done. Okay, and then on the second day, on the
Uh,
third day,
first thing first. Yan, are you there?
hmm,
Yan, Yan, are you there?
I think she got problem. I think she's probably taking a bath. A problem. She's
I'm here. I'm
typing.
here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Ah, yay!
I'm chewing food. I'm chewing food. So it's like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I will imagine you but Italo Star is actually is eating like bread or something like fancy bread. Nom 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 nom.
Okay, so what do you want to do while you're munching, while flying?
I'm just so-called scouting around the area that so-called Walter pinpoint to see of anything suspicious. From my height, flying around.
So your turn now to fly around. Huh? Okay, let me drag you to the map. Mm, Okay. Okay. You can fly anywhere, but just drag your character out.
You saw it?
Yep, I saw it. I'm just gonna resize just to indicate that you're flying. It's not because you're a giant, you're just that you're flying.
I'm giant.
Okay.
You are tired. You are tall lady.
If you want to have a proper fly, then you have to have a proper GIF character. Example, like this one over here. This is to indicate flying.
Where exactly? Because I cannot see. Oh, Superman.
The
Mm-hmm.
Superman. The Superman.
When he's flexing his
Superman.
chest left, right, and center.
Yes, of course, because it's Superman.
Oh shit, son. He's like puffing out his chest. Reminds me of that joke from the Arrow series. Are you puffing out your chest?
Anyways, okay. This indicate you're flying, not because you're a giant. Okay, all right. Get your star. You're flying around. What do you want to do?
um, is it perception to roll for any suspicion or was it investigation?
Suspicion, perception. Perception is sight. Investigation is to investigate the location.
Then I'll just roll for perception then, just to see anything suspicious or anything out of the normal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, roll perception. Yeah, you do see a number of people actually at the abandoned basketball court. You do see lights coming from the building, but you don't see anything suspicious. You just see a number of homeless people staying at an old abandoned building, which was destroyed mostly during crisis, when the number of casualty was very high here actually.
Mysterious star just think that in her mind, like she still doesn't know what's going on because yeah they doctors say that they were injured but they don't know where is it and
You got
everything.
cut off.
Hello?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Hold on. Hello, better now?
Yeah.
Yep, better.
Yes.
Sorry, I was chewing my foot and it got chunked on my throat.
Okay, don't choke, yeah, while you're playing. Okay.
I just finished my food. That's why now. Okay. Ethereal Star just doesn't understand what is exactly going on. It's like why can't we just go in, bust them out, and like just get them out so easy? It's like why you have to be so sneaky and everything, stealthy, sneaky. It's like ugh. She's just shaking her head. It's like ugh. And flew around again. It's like flew off to this part here. Then she will roll for perception again, just to see if she find anything suspicious, quote unquote suspicious to her.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, True Star, we actually flew overhead to actually fly further forward. You do, other than the homeless people, you do see a number of other homeless people at this building. The only problem is they seem to be carrying guns instead of anything else. Maybe these homeless people really love to protect their food or their belongings. Roll to
Oh,
inside.
okay, inside.
And yep, that is what you thought. Maybe these homeless people is carrying guns because they just want to protect their homes.
I was like, okay, I just struck my head off. I just struck my shoulder. Then I just go to this part here. Again, I'll roll for perception.
Okay. Old Ferris wheel over here not being used. You over here, you see another two or three more people walking out of the building again carrying guns. Maybe they just want to protect this whole place. Other than that, nothing here seems suspicious to you.
Okay, then I after take a so-called patrol around, then I just flew back to the maybe wait. Do I need to go? Should I go back to the warehouse or should I just head back to Michael's place?
Hmm. That one you need to roll for insight.
Yeah.
Low, go back apartment. High, go back warehouse.
Hello. Okay, I'll go back. I go back home. I go back home.
Okay,
It's like,
okay. Nothing much to see here to start. So
what
after
a
that,
waste of time. Interior star just say what a waste of time.
yeah, you think there's so what is this is a waste of time? Why did Walter even ask you to come here in the first place? Apparently, these people are just homeless. They don't have a home. They just want to protect it. That's why they're carrying guns. Nothing out of ordinary here. See? So you head back to your apartment. Yeah, well, you head back to your apartment. Okay, now I can actually drag this scene to the apartment. So at least you can actually role play with Michael in regards to this. Okay, apartment. Uh, is Michael's apartment? Chat apartment. Nope, wrong apartment. Apartment. Ah, here is Michael. Okay, you head back to the apartment. Go through the window as usual, and after that you change back to your normal self. And then after that you already see Michael is already there. Okay, Michael, what are you doing?
Just making some tea to calm my nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Chamomile tea. As I see it, I say, "Oh, you're back. Welcome home."
What a waste of time. I can't believe Walter just asked me to go through such a big hoo-ha just for something so meaningless. It's like, I just flew back,
Not
changed,
meaningless.
then I just lie down on.
She
It's
lies
not
down.
meaningless. It's not meaningless, Ashlyn. Apparently, that's where our target is living. As I sip
Mhm.
my tea. Mm.
I don't know about you and your target, but that place looks like just a bunch of homeless people trying to protect themselves.
Yeah, but they they are really scared for what happened in Crisis. I did try to give them supplies. I managed to, but I got shot at. But I managed to avoid most of it. You know. Yeah, but nothing to worry.
I do not know what
Something in
makes Walter
there.
suspicious of that place, but that place looks not so suspicious at all.
That suspicious place is where all the shadows are hiding at. So, in other
Why
words,
not? If that's the case, why don't we just go in, bust them out, and be done with it rather than being sneaky and
and bunch of giant hole
them
in
and
there.
just
Simple,
and just capture them as they should. If they are really there, why don't we just do that?
simple. I well, the team doesn't have the red lantern anymore. Well, kinda soon.
What do you mean? Aren't you the Red Lantern?
Yes, I am, but I want to atone for my sins. The red ring feeds off anger. I want to atone. So it doesn't. It has low power now.
Uh, Ashlyn raked up from the sofa and was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean by all that?"
Oh, you didn't notice? The reason why I was so good as the Red Lantern is because I have immense suppressed rage and anger towards everyone.
Well, if that's what you say, why don't we just turn to the Red Lantern?
If I did now, I will be weak. I I'm not gonna use my anger anymore because I want to save those people in that suspicious area.
It's like, Ashlyn Ray just rolls her eyes. Like, what does it matter whether you are angry or not? If it's a power that you need to save them, just use it.
Because it can destroy all of them.
You know what? I'll let you settle your dilemma, okay? But the thing is that I'm not gonna do what Walter say next time, even with the food that he provide. Okay? Such a waste of time. It's like, ugh.
You prefer Aunt May's food, don't you?
Sorry, come again. Can you speak that again?
You prefer Aunt May's food. You know her cakes,
I
her
I
dishes.
love all type of food, but I would not do such thing. I will not do something so low quality just for the sake of food. Okay, it's just that it's not worth it. Okay,
It's not
food
your
is
type.
food, but
But, but what, Ashlyn? And
was it?
oh, I thought you got disconnected. And let me repeat. But what? You say food is food. But what's stopping you?
Nothing stopping me. But like I said, it's a waste of time. Just go in, bust them out, and save the day. However you guys Earthling do it in your Earth, in your planet Earth. If you know they are there, just go there. Why waste the time? This is such a waste of time playing hide and seek.
True. I do agree on that.
And by the time
But
we bust in, let's say by the time we did confirm they are there, by the time we bust him, they could have been long gone, and we have to wait for another 10 more days. I don't know, just to play the waiting game again. I was like, oh,
well, there is one way we can bust there. But this will cause a bit of a painful reaction to me.
what is it?
Simple enough. I'll go in and ask where the shadows are. Right in front of their faces in their front yard with no freaking remorse. Oh, I'm
Wow,
that
straight
guy.
to the point. I like that. Straight to the point.
So true. Maybe I should do that tomorrow. After all,
Well, call me in if you are going there because I is if I'm gonna wait for another time, just go and scout around. I'm gonna blast a hole into this wall. Okay.
hey, don't blow a hole in my apartment, man.
Not your apartment, but basically maybe Walter's warehouse, whatever that place is called.
As a friend, I would suggest don't do that. But as a red Spartan, please do that. He deserves some punishment. Anyways,
Just wake me up when you are done with the dinner, okay? I need to rest.
sure. Would you like some what's the word called meatballs from a place called IKEA? I don't know what's it. I don't know which is it
Yeah,
from.
just let me take a rest. I'll wake up. Well, wake me up when you're done, okay? I'm beat.
Alright.
And Ashlyn Ray just went to the bed and take a nap.
Then I make dinner, and then yeah, that's all.
Okay. After all that, alright. Okay. Now to okay. Alright, Andre, when you do if you nothing much, then you can actually fast forward and after head straight to the warehouse or heading straight to the Burn City. Okay. What do you want to do?
I'll probably like draw those homeless people. Every let's say every single building, there's at least a few homeless people that are armed. Correct?
You're not too sure
Okay, I'll
unless
probably
Ashley Ray
ask.
told.
Yeah, I'll probably actually I want to go to the homeless place. Actually, this my disguise or whatnot. I'll just go there, minding my own business. Then eventually start a conversation with one of the locals over there and say, "How the hell do you guys get those guns?"
Okay, now you have to wait. Let me say you need to drag your character here. Now, listeners.
Alright, I'll be
Okay.
here.
He Titan. He's more Titan. He the jumping Titan.
Okay, who do you go to? There's few people actually here. Most of them are mostly homeless.
I'll probably stand by here. Is this guy? Is this guy? I'll just probably tell him that. What's all the guns over here, man?
I'm not carrying any guns, bro. He looks at you. He seems to be smoking something, and after a puff at your direction. But this thing, shit, is good, bro. This my guns, yo. If you're looking for some other guns, he seems to be holding his crotch. If you want to see this gun, You better be paying for it.
Nah, man, I don't swing that way, man. I'm not down for that gay shit, bro. Fuck out of here.
Too bad, bro. You're missing some guns, man.
Alright, I'll just probably approach to this guy again. I'll probably ask him that. Uh, what's all this?
Man,
What's all? Yeah, I'll just ask him that. What's up, bro? What's all these people are armed here, man? They're strapped.
roll for
But why?
roll for persuasion. -2 penalty. They don't know you.
Alright, playing modifiers.
10.
There are some things you shouldn't be putting your head in too deep, boy. There's like this man, this black man. I've been looking at you very long. He like seems to be putting his arms crossed around his waist, and then he turns on you. It's like, what with all these questions? I've never seen your face here before.
Yeah, I just hit rock bottom, dog. Got no shit place to be, dog, dude. Just trying to make it, just to make it somewhere with a roof on my head.
Hey, roll for deception with -2. Uh,
18.
yeah. Well, if you're here looking for a place to stay, you're always welcome to stay here. Well, this place, enough. There's a lot of places here you can stay for. Well, rent is free, of course.
There's no people roaming around. Some corporate asshole is gonna come in, harass our shit up here.
Sorry to tell you, man. Corporate assholes you're talking about. If you're referring to hidden intelligence, even they themselves don't even want to come here. This place is radiated. Oh, the radiation is not enough to kill us, of course, but it might affect business if those people around the world that want to invest in this kind of place. So this is the reason why this place is abandoned. Well, it's a good thing it's abandoned. Otherwise, we don't even have a place to stay. It looks like it.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. But shit. But I got a question though, dog. You strapping? You carrying?
Oh, it looks like you. And then, you'll be asking me that question again. Roll for persuasion, -2.
6.
Oh, stop you asking us that question, Rowan. You're gonna get yourself killed.
Hey man, I'm just trying. I don't know. No, I ain't no nobody here, man. Just trying to get myself strapped as well.
If you're new, oh, you get yourself acquainted. You can just find and go to any building you wish to. But I can tell you, don't head to the buildings to the north. That one is off limits even to people like us.
Sure, man. Keep that in mind. You have a good day.
We good day to you.
I'll probably head north just a bit. Say, hang on. I'll just drag myself. Let's see. I'll be here in the court in this huge ass courtyard.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So what? There's only
Okay.
people, right? Where's the off limits? I assume just up here.
Okay, roll for perception.
Abatapa.
Oh, this one should be removed.
Yeah, I'll just go to the Abatapa first. Now while I'm walking around, just probably sketch. I'll do a quick sketch of an overview map in my head, while also sketching on the sketchbook.
All right. Okay, you do that. Okay. Well, you actually like sketching and sketch and sketch. Okay. And after that, and then you see a man sitting on the truck here, and another homeless person here in this house. You're not too sure what our tapa actually stands for. It could be a club before this, or it could be a restaurant even. You're not too sure.
Let's look up there. Ask. I'll talk to this guy on the truck, right? Hey, what's good, man?
The man is like sitting there with a crossed leg and then look down at you as he's actually sitting atop the truck. Roll of persuasion. Uh, Everything's great, bro. Everything's just fine and dandy. Just like the night sky is bright. Oh, I thought I saw some type of purple light the other night. It seems to be, well, flying around in certain directions. Well, you can join me here if you want to.
No,
Yeah.
I just wanna ask, Doc. You know someone who could probably hook me up in terms of you know, a piece, some iron.
Then, then I looks at you. Well, if you're gonna be looking for some iron, well, there's a lot of iron here. I'm sitting on it right now.
No. I'm talking about a piece, and I just do one of those hand gestures of a gun, hand pistols.
Looks at you and then rolling for him. Okay, hurry inside. And after he says, yeah, those things. Oh, sorry, man. I don't even have those, even myself. The most of the people here don't even have many of those. Only those people at the Northern building have those. We're not allowed to if they had there, actually. Well, as long as we mind our own business, they disturb us.
See. What? Just out of curiosity though, why no one's allowed to go up north?
Yeah, beats me, Celsius, like slowly. Well, I tried to go there once. They told me they were going to be shooting me dead. Nobody would even care if I was. Well, since they're holding a peace, well, we don't really care. As long as we mind our own business, we stay in peace. Well, they sometimes will just leave us alone. That's it.
I mean, I'm gonna leave you be. Enjoy your stargazing, that dog.
They have to stargazing again, looking into the sky, and they're saying, "Come here, Purple Light. Gonna be waiting for you, Purple Light."
All right, with that, I am done. I'll probably head back to the warehouse and talk and just tell Walter about what my counter is.
All right, okay, we have a few minutes left before actually the game ends, so we'll probably end it here itself. Okay, you head back towards the warehouse to actually tell Walter about what you found.
Alright, turns out that there are indeed squatters there. Most of them mind their own business, except at the area at the north side, which is a place where none of the homeless people are allowed to enter. So I assume that is where their little base of operations are at.
Interesting. I'm guessing that's where, it's either heavily guarded or they got chased away by some unknown reason.
Probably. Now I could probably go up there up north, but several people have already warned me that they would probably shoot people dead on the spot with no warning. So I didn't
Sounds
go.
like an interesting place to bug them in tomorrow, I say. Like, with full force since they have guns there and they seem to be hurting people, mainly the homeless. What do you think?
Nah, I don't think they did hurt any homeless people. They just mark their territory and make sure that all these people just stay out of it.
Homeless people, they fly under the radar. If a homeless person dies to the city, it's just another number. Which is, frankly, it would not surprise me that the death of the homeless people around that area have skyrocketed, but the city sweeps it under the rug. I mean, between a rich man and a homeless man, who do you think you're going to be listening to the news about?
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, these homeless people seems to be not involved, but not involved or helping these this so-called militia. So I think probably don't have to read too much about about the civilians, and we can just focus on the
Exactly.
shadows.
Inform both Michael and Ashlyn about your discovery with this, and tell them like when you go back home that tomorrow we're gonna go and check that particular building in the northern district, and yeah, I'm gonna be praying that we are wrong about this, and I'm gonna be seriously praying because if we're right, this is going to be the Shadow headquarters, so be prepared for a long ass fight.
That's what we're here for, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're heroes.
Exactly.
All right,
Well, do sleep well and take good care of your health.
all right, man. Take care, dude.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.
You want to stop the video?
All right. Okay. After having a discussion with DeAndre, Walter Cross, then you actually contacted Michael, Chad, and also Ashlyn Ray to actually reconvene the next thing after once they're done, and then to actually head there during at night to see whether that's actually the shadow headquarters. And after that, you actually prepare everything yourself, and then you think what will happen next once you actually head there. Is that really the headquarters, or is it just another flip? Is it just another diversion by the shadow themselves? But only next week you'll find out in the next episode of Mutants and Mastermind. And that's all, folks.